Morning, grade 12. Okay, I'm back. Going to do awesome chapter summary in English for chapter 3 and 4 and go through the questions with you as well. And I'm translating questions for chapter 3 and 4. So we left them after a night of heavy partying, drinking, and using drugs. Ended up in a car accident. Okay, Burris can't remember much. Wasn't aware, he wasn't awake the whole time or conscious the whole time because of the drinking and the drugs. And he wasn't really sure what was happening. He didn't believe that they hit a person with the car. As Lizette was telling him, he got out of the car, took a swing at the policeman's flashlight, and he got knocked over the head, and that was it. Okay, that's the end of chapter 2. Moving on to chapter 3, Boris wakes up and he's in a hospital bed, okay, not feeling well. He's got like a drip in. He's feeling actually quite terrible. His mother's there, and she is trying to explain to him in how much trouble him and his friends are because they actually hit a person, right? And this person is in bad shape, hurt badly, right? So him and his friends, they drove over someone during the after their partying, so they were under the influence, okay? Um, and to make it all worse, he's not feeling well. He's lying there confused, um, not feeling too good, hurt, hung over, all of that. All right, okay. So a nurse, he wants to go back to school. You know, he's writing exams and stuff. He's like, oh, I need to get up and go to school. And his mom's like, no, 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 no. You don't forget about exams. You too much trouble. Okay. There's a nurse that comes and gives him some medication. Okay. And that there is people there to visit him, and she feels that Barry isn't good enough shape, Barry's isn't good enough shape that the people can visit him. And to make this Monday morning worse for Barry's, it's policemen. Okay, two police, one policeman and a police woman. Okay, uh, the one is Captain Feka, a black policeman in a suit. Okay, and then a young white woman in a police uniform, Sergeant Schroeder. Okay. They've got like a whole bag of his clothes and the drugs and stuff from the previous night. Okay. So they are there to talk to him and find out what exactly happened. Okay. Um, they announce, or they talk to him and ask him questions, and then they announce to him that they are going to have to arrest him for different things, drugs, assault, the guy he headbutted in the club. Apparently, he broke a door down at some stage that night. So it's damage to property as well. Okay. The two cops are doing quite a good job playing kind of like a good cop, bad cop thing. When Captain Faker is aggressive and he wants to throw bodies in the cells without any help or advice or chances to explain himself, and Captain Schroeder playing good cop saying, no, you know what, maybe give him a chance, let him talk to us. They're actually more interested in where he get he got these drugs than to really punish him, even though he did wrong. At the moment, they're focusing on that, and not only the accident they were in, but the drugs. So they reckon they can find out maybe who's the distributor. Okay. Um, they use or they manipulate bodies at this stage, saying, you know what, your friends will testify against you. It's time to talk and come clean and say what's happening. Because all his friends will, Lizette, his girlfriend, and his friends, Theo and Flores, will testify against him that he bought the drugs and it was all his fault. Okay. At the moment, Barry is feeling or not feeling he is being loyal to his friends, and he keeps quiet and say he's not going to say anything, and he knows they will not say anything, his friends. Unfortunately, he learns in a hard way later on that they're not as loyal to him, but we will get there. Okay. um so he's going to keep quiet. Then the policemen decide to give him an ultimatum. He's going to his dad's place for 6 weeks in the Eastern Cape. Like he was going to go down there for a while, anyways, even though he just wanted to poison his dad. But now they tell him maybe it's time to clean up a bit, go down there, get clean, recover a bit, and they will have some time to sort out this case. So that's basically a decision he has to make. Go there, work with the police, or go straight to jail. They will be back to hear about his decision, they reckon. Okay. Barry's at the moment, his mom is trying to convince him, listen to them. You've gone too far. Talk to them, explain to them, make a deal. Barry's attitude is no, no, no. He's going to be fine. He is going to be loyal to his friends, and it's like, almost like Barry's doesn't realize the trouble he is in. He reckons he was in a car and they hit someone, and it was all an accident. And young people do drugs, that's what they do. Okay. So it's not really getting through to him how much trouble he is in. Okay. Mom takes him home. Um, he is still she's still trying to convince him to work with the police. He reckons they're just trying to scare him. He's not going to fall for it, and his mom trying to make him understand they're basically just fighting because he doesn't want to realize how serious it is. Um, Theo and Florence's dad will help them. He tells his mother he's some big shot attorney or something. They're going to get him out of trouble and they'll all work together. And um, um, he's just not listening to his mom and the seriousness. Okay. Um, just hold on a second. But she tells him, okay, it's not going to work like that. They already spoke, right? Um, even their father, the friend's father, Theo and Florence's father, who was even part of it. They spoke to the police and a judge and child welfare, and like the police told them, they were not bluffing. He's basically got a choice. He goes on the 6 week rehab. Basically, it's rehab to his father, and they will take the case further and investigate. Um, or he's simply going to be arrested and charged with everything. And then there's the guy they hit as well. Right. They have a massive argument. To make matters worse, his mom doesn't want to give him his phone. She doesn't want him to get into any further trouble. So he storms off, takes her car keys, and leaves with her car. That she can't do anything about. But she is keeping his phone. Okay. He's desperate to talk to the friends. Okay. Um, his mom doesn't stop him. She's feeling too weak and too tired fighting with him, and she just tells him to be safe on the roads. Okay. He gets to Theo and Florence's house, um, getting a different welcoming than he expected. What happens is Theo, he's actually talking to Flores, the younger brother. He's acting weird. He's like, just, you shouldn't be here. And he tries to hide him away from the porch, the front door that Flores' parents doesn't know he's there. The, Theo and Flores's father doesn't want Barry's there at all. Okay. Theo and Flores's family are worried because Theo, the older brother, was driving. Okay, and they hit a traffic cop is in a serious condition in hospital. He's actually in ICU. So basically, what's happening here, Theo's dad, with his connections, is making to protect Theo because he was driving and he hit the guy. Is going to use bodies as a scapegoat. They're going to throw bodies under the bus, um, claiming that he bought the drugs and it's his influence and his impact on the boys' lives, buddies now, that made them get into the accident and get hurt and all of that. Okay. Um, and it was all part of basically a plan just to get Barry's out of the way, send him to ICU, to rehab, send Barry's to his dad on the farm somewhere, where he won't be able to give his side of the story and get Theo into trouble. Um, so they're going to use everything against Barry's drugs, abusive father, um, single mother trying to raise him, and use that as a case for Theo. Because Theo doesn't want to take the responsibility and go to prison for hitting this guy with a car. Okay. Flores' dad is looking for him. Flores basically just tells Buddies he has to go and buy. So that quite a massive shock to Buddies is that. Okay. Basically his friends telling him, um, well, sorry, bye. You're not friends anymore. We're throwing you under the bus. Right. Okay. After this, he heads over to Lizette's house. Um, they're waiting. He normally waits forever there for them to answer the door, but this time it's not the same. It's different. Um, the big door opens quite suddenly, almost like they knew he was coming. And Lizette's mother is there, okay, standing in front of Barry's. She's very angry. She doesn't want him around Lizette anymore. He just wants to talk to Lizette for his girlfriend for a few minutes, but basically no. The mom is way too angry. Barry gets the message and he leaves. Okay, so now that's a second person who doesn't want to see him, doesn't want to talk to him. It's like his life is falling apart now. Okay, moving on to chapter 4. Boris is back home now, and he's starting to talk to his mother about going to his father. But he is not only angry, remember he was a little boy when his dad hit him and hurt him and was a drinker, and it was bad. So there might be a, it's not a justification for Barry's behavior, but definitely a reason, partly a reason for this hate and this fear of this person that should have been his dad. Okay, his dad was just an abuser. You know, he had all these excuses, but he never really stopped. And then the dad left him. Um, his mother tells him, as far as she knows, that his dad got married again, stopped drinking, and even though he got divorced the second time as well, um, apparently he is off the bottle. Okay. Barry's trying to get his phone back. His mom's still refusing. Okay. He goes to his room. The normal kind of teenager reaction, goes to his room, loud music, slams the door, and he screams into his pillow. So he's very frustrated. And also, what's happening that you should realize is he's starting to go through. Um, he hasn't used drugs for a while. So he's starting to go through some symptoms there because his body wants the drugs. So he's very irritable and frustrated and angry. He looks around his room. Um, can't find any weed left. Okay, some ecstasy balls only. He takes them with some sour candy and he climbs into bed. That's the end of chapter 4, guys. So yeah, thank you for listening. I'm going to continue on with the questions quickly for chapters 3 and 4. It's the same document. Okay. As always, question 1. Werk aan jou spinnekop diagram. Your spider diagram. All the new info and characters from chapter 3 and 4 and what happened and the outcomes and anything you note that's important and extra, please add it to your mind map or spider diagram. Okay. Vraag 2. Wat beteken neem jou in hegtenis op bladsy 31? Skryf die uitdrukking Engels. So two-part question. Question 2. First ask, what does it mean to arrest you? Okay. They just want a different explanation in Afrikaans. And write the expression in English as well. I already gave you that answer. Okay, question 3. Op bladsy 35 leer ons die woord landros. Wat is 'n ander woord vir die woord landros en wat is sy werk? Okay, a landros is a magistrate, okay, almost like a judge just in the lower courts. So on page 35 it says we read the word landros, magistrate. They want a synonym for landros in Afrikaans, an explanation of his or her work. Okay, what does a magistrate do? Vraag 4. Op bladsy 39 verskyn 4 woorde wat as slang in straat-Afrikaans beskou kan word. Gee 'n goeie Afrikaanse woord vir elkeen van die volgende en sê wat dit beteken. Grou, speedkop, rehab en junkie. Question 4 on page 39. There's 4 words that can, it's basically Afrikaans slang. Give a good Afrikaans, a standard Afrikaans word for each of them and say what they mean. The words are grou, speedkop, rehab, junkie. You'll have to go and see if you can find what they mean. It's synonyms. Grou basically in English means bleak. Speedkop is a speed cop, a traffic cop. Rehab is what it says. It's rehab. We just use it as slang in Afrikaans. So rehabilitation center. And junkie, you know what that means. It's junkie. It's someone that's addicted to drugs. Right. Vraag 5. Dink jy dit is regverdig dat Barries as die oorsaak van die ongeluk beskou word? Gee redes vir jou antwoord. Question 5. Do you think it's fair that Barry's is being blamed for this accident? Give reasons for your answer. Guys, it's 2 questions. First it's yes and no, full stop, then your reason. Please answer it as such, and you can go yes or no, yeah, just motivate. Now, vraag 6, just for a group discussion. I know we're at home now, can't do group discussion. You don't have to write this down. You can just think a bit about it and what you would have said in Afrikaans. Remember, these questions later this year will count for an oral mark, where I'll give you marks for discussing this in groups. Vir bespreking, wat sou jy gedoen het as jy Barries was? Sou jy alles aan die polisie vertel het ten koste van die meisie en vriende, of sou jy hulle probeer beskerm het? For discussion, if you were Barries, would you, when the police came to visit him in the hospital, would you have done the same, or would you have told, would you try to protect your friends and girlfriend, or would you have told everything to the police? Unfortunately, Barries was loyal, and he never got any of that work back from his friends. Okay, so that's chapter 3 and 4 explanation in English, as well as the questions and the translation. Okay, so enjoy and thank you guys.